Uh, all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Roxas. I'm here with two guests on this, two new guests in the same recording studio because I've been looking forever for it. This is episode 4 of the Fuzzy Butt Talk Show. I'm here with guest Dapple and Slime Games for once. With me and Slime, we've recorded a couple times in the past. Dapple, this is the first time I've recorded with him, but I'm the one responsible for making the base texture of his avatar, but it has been since renovated and renewed. I have made my avatar, not the model, but the texture. But that all aside, I'll let them do their intros.
All right, so
wanna go first?
yeah. So Dapple here, also known as DA Cosmic. Maybe you know me from TikTok. Maybe not. Maybe you know me from other places. Who knows? Maybe you know me from FurHub. I do a lot of TikToks. I do have one currently that I'm putting into progress right now, putting on the books. I do talk shows with my friend here, Roxas, and a new guest as well. I have not met yet, but I'm here periodically. I try to make it at least try to, but I'm here periodically. So yeah.
All right. It's your turn,
Yeah.
Slime.
All right. Well, a lot of you might know me. My name is SlimeTunes. Been a good recording buddy of Roxas for a hot minute. You guys might know me over on either YouTube or on Twitch. Half my ideas come from this guy in the first place. So yeah, that's kind of thing. But yeah, it's good to be here.
All right. Now, I have my questions kind of tiered towards both of you guys, and y'all might have some questions tiered towards us. But we all ask one question. Let me see here. One question, and we all answer it in our own way. So the first question that I asked last time is, what brought you to YouTube, or for your case, TikTok, and who is your inspiration? For myself, I have a few inspirations, and that's what's pinned on my channel. Vanos Gaming. I also have Sunday, and I have the Slow-Mo guys for my inspiration, and they're the ones that really led me on to create YouTube content. So, Slime,
Right.
you answer it now since you're the other YouTuber here.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
What brought you to
all
YouTube?
right. My honestly, more YouTube was more just a second thought. I made some videos, only a video, in Bitcamp where it was like a half-ass animation. But what more brought me to actually creating content for YouTube was watching Markiplier. Seeing his early videos, especially for Five Nights at Freddy's, more inspired me to try to make stuff.
Yeah. Your turn.
Yeah.
And if for me, I had joined TikTok because I wanted to get a little more into the media side and start practicing on doing editing videos and everything. I see TikTok being like an easier platform making videos, which I kind of hope they don't stop doing that. But it's a conflict between TikTok and the US and all that stuff, so we don't know. But I mean, I do it because I have other influences that I really liked. I really like seeing, and I can't remember their names right now. But one of them was Seth something. He has a
Right.
blue avatar, a blue um, wolf
Seth Bling?
winter paw avatar.
No, not Seth Bling. That's
No,
not
it
YouTube.
was
This is
something.
TikTok. I know the
That's
guy
Seth
because
Bling.
I've seen his avatar posted in
Yeah.
some
That's
servers
fair.
that I'm in, like the Ghostly server. I know that from there. That's the guy that I know. He's my friend. Well, I say friend, but I know him. I know the avatar.
Oh yeah. Also, a shout out to Julia Winterpaw for making the best Winterpaw avatar.
Yeah, this
course.
boy's pretty cute too.
I see.
All right,
But you go ahead.
y'all ask a question for one of us or all of us. You pick.
So let's see. Mm, what made you want to get into the furry fandom?
That's a good question. It would only apply to me, but not quite to Slime. Even though he's clearly in a furry
We've been
avatar.
over this many a time, Roxas.
Yes, I know.
Oh, you shush. You shush.
Hey, what can I say?
Don't you
All
shrug
right.
your
What brought
shoulders.
me to the furry fandom was Pokemon, ironically. As you see in my earlier in my earlier videos, or like my other talk show videos, I was a Lucario. Now I'm a Jex box, as I like to call this. That aside, my first fandom find was the Lucario from Pokemon, and that was like whenever it came out. That was my first introduction to the furry fandom as a whole. I didn't make it official until like 2018, 2019 ish, whenever I saw Mini Lad, another YouTuber, getting bullied by furries. So I figured, maybe they're not all that bad. So I checked them out, and they're not. They're fun.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
why the
know
question
your
is-
introduction to the fandom was me.
Actually, no, that is false.
Oh,
My first introduction to the fandom was actually an old classmate of mine.
oh,
Back in, I want to say, ninth grade, I had a classmate that came to class with a tail on the back of her pants. Well, I didn't know
Classic.
what it was, and I asked her. Very next day, she came to school with tail, gloves, and a mask.
So a partial, as the furries call it, it's a partial fursuit.
So you were the. Yeah, no, she introduced me to a partial, and then, well, I think like a few weeks later, I ran into you, and
Our friendship began. Now we direct the question to you, Dapple. What brought you to the fandom?
Well, what brought me into the fandom was I found myself watching a bunch of like animal movies for as far as Over the Hedge.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
What is it called? What's the other one? I didn't want to watch Zootopia. I didn't want to watch Zootopia as much
It's
as
classic
I,
furry bait.
They kept telling me to watch it. Yeah.
There's also
they kept
Robin
telling me to
Hood.
watch it, and
There's Robin Hood and a few others. The
Oh,
good old
Robin Hood's
classic.
I was
Robin's
trying.
classic.
I was trying not to. I was trying not to say that, but yeah, Robin Hood. And
Go for it.
what's the other one? Old Yeller. Old Yeller.
Oh
You guys have got
yes,
to check out Old Yeller. Old Yeller's a good movie.
definitely good one.
What's another movie that I watched? And Lady and the Tramp. Lady and the Tramp.
Oh yes.
Lady and the Tramp.
Okay, that's cheating.
Lady and the Tramp.
For me, like as
I'm
far
just
as
old
those
school
kind
like
of
that.
shows, as far as kind of shows I watched, the first one I ever watched was Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound too.
Ironic because this is a fox.
Fox and the Hound.
Fox and a Hound. It works out.
And then All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah,
All
that one
Dogs Go
too.
to Heaven.
Okay, that one. Yep.
And Spirit.
Oh yes, Spirit for sure. I used to have a VHS, and nobody
What's
knows
the
what a
original one?
VHS is anymore.
Yes. Does anyone know what Balto is?
Balto. It sounds familiar. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Does anyone know what Balto is?
What's the plot of it?
Balto is a movie. The plot of the movie was about this wolf and a wolf pack. Basically like what's that one movie where they had a wolf pack as well? I forget the name of the movie, but Ice Age, another one.
Oh yeah. There was Jungle Book.
Jungle Book too, yes. Jungle Book as well.
That's the one I can think
There's a
of that
lot of
has
good
to do
movies
with the
out there that I've
pack.
watched. Oh, and Bolt.
Bolt, yes. I haven't
Movie that
actually
was
seen that
saying that
myself.
Yep. Oh,
I haven't actually seen
if you
Bolt.
don't remember watching Bolt,
Really. I've seen all the trailers for Bolt, but I haven't actually seen it myself. Full disclosure, I have not seen Bolt.
if you haven't ever seen Bolt, or if you have seen Bolt but you don't remember what it is, so let me see if I can get you to remember by saying this. And say it's easy. All you gotta do is just turn your head and pull. Just turn and pull. Turn and pull. That's
Or
it.
if that doesn't
Simple
get
as
you,
Pigeon said.
if that doesn't get you, it's the dog that got super speedy powers, kind of like Flash.
Yes.
pretty close, yeah.
And I think that brings us
Actually,
to our next question for Slime's question, whatever it might be.
hmm.
You had to think of it
Question,
beforehand. I know I kind of sprung this on you last minute.
That's fair. Um. Actually, I got one. What made you guys go for your characters' designs specifically? Out of everything
Well,
you could have gone for.
for me specifically, it was I've seen characters more like this, like as far as the Jeks as they're called. I've seen them around, like kind of spreading around. I like the design, and I brought it to a Rexolium, which that's what the avatar I was in last time, the last episode, episode 3, and I took a whole different approach for the design. As far as this avatar, I picked this one up like literally a few days ago, and I designed it and made it myself, full from top to bottom and the tail. I've made it fully myself as an inspiration to that. So now I'm selling these commissions. If you want one, just hit me up. you know. All right. I think that's about answers my question for it. And you, Dapple.
For me, so I've jumped around different characters. I've been in the Brony fam for about 7 years, 8 years. I quit back in 2019. I had made a post saying I'm done with the Brony fandom. Reason being, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but because it was just getting too weird for me. But
Yeah, that's fair.
back then I had many Brony little characters and all that stuff. So mainly all my characters were based off of horses. So when I got fully into the furry fandom, I changed over to a pet bull, which is what I am right now. I changed over to a pet bull, and this is my main character now. And I said, well, I'm done with horses. For like ever since in my family I had nothing but pet bulls. I had two twins that were called Chrome and Hot Rod. They always fought. They always fought, no matter what.
I
They were
mean, that's
always.
natural for
I
pets.
mean, but the thing is, it's like it's not like play fighting. This is like actual like they're trying to tear their ears off. They're trying to tear their
Oh,
faces up.
yeah.
Type of fighting.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. It was very bad. So, but the mother of them two, she didn't really care because like they both were fucking like jealous of themselves. And
yeah.
but she had died off. Her name was Blondie. She had died off. She had like this beautiful blonde coat with a long patch of white going from up under her mouth to up under her chest and everything all the way down.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminded me of of her, of the same skin and everything, and that's why I have the blonde skin kind of on my hand here.
That's why
It's
you told me
blonde.
that color. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice,
So
nice.
because she was a pink nose and she was very very sweet. No matter who she came up to, she was very sweet. She was the sweetest one. She was just laid wrong, but No, I mean, I love them too. I loved all three of them, but they all died off. And now when I go to my friend's house, he has two pet bulls, and I sit there and play with them because they remind me of when I had a pet bull, and they were actually this color that I am right now. They're actually this color.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now, Slime, what brought you to design your character?
Well, for those of you who are actually coming from my channel for the watch this, technically I didn't design this, but when we go from what I started with, because like you, I hopped around from models. When I started, I was a Minecraft slime, part of the Minecraft community. Then I hopped over to some anime-like profiles, try to stick with the gaming theme, and then I more landed on this Nanachi after being introduced to Main Abyss fandom. I more fell in love with the character Nanachi after the first season, and I figured, why not?
Before
Mhm.
there's a war
Why
in the
not?
comments, Nanachi is borderline
Oh,
furry
God.
and not furry. We'll just clear that up right now. It's not furry.
Look, according to the lore, Nanachi was human before she
Yes.
sent to the 10th level, then yanked out, which forced her into a anthropomorphic state.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
it can go both ways. It can go both ways.
That's why I say borderline.
You would think that when you come back to the real world, you would think that you want to stay as that. And it's just like, but you think that you're gonna be called a freak in the real world.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you will be, but who cares?
Yeah, who cares? I mean, that's as far as
I mean,
we go.
considering the shit that is past that, it's like,
Yeah. we us furries are already called freaks. I mean, hell, we just live with it now and be like, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
have a good day.
Well, thank you. Have a good day. Like I wear a tail sometimes,
It's like, thank you
Yeah.
for
and
pointing
in
out the
public I'll get
obvious.
called. It's like, hey, I like your tails. Like, thanks. I just go continue about my day. We all have normal
Now,
lives.
I
granted,
love how
none of
that's the
us
thing now.
have a fursuit, but we do have like not custom made tails. We get them. I bought my tail at the con at ACFI in San
For
Antonio
conventions,
that we recently went to.
yes.
That part. I bought mine, not to boast about it, for like $130. That's how much they gave it to me for.
Yeah.
I don't know how much
Alright.
Roxy's paid for.
100.
I don't know. 100.
Yep.
I'm not gonna boast about it because I did lose quite a bit of money that I could have used for bills, but I didn't care. I was having fun. I was in the
Yup.
moment. I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
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 So next question.
All right. My next question.
Mm,
And if this is kind of more geared towards me and Slime and you guys. If I know, because this is my most popular series on the channel right now. As much as I rarely post and sometimes post a bunch up in one group, if you could see us do a series together, what series would it be, and what game, and how often?
That actually is a good question.
right.
So,
I mean, in your opinion, what series would you want to do?
well, right now this seems to be my most popular series. This talk show, just us chatting and have a good time.
Fair enough.
I have a
But I mean, I'm willing to branch out more and do more stuff.
Oh.
But it comes down to popularity and how much content it brings to the channel and subscribers and everything else. What's up?
Fair.
So I don't know if you ever. I don't know if you've been to any conventions like instead of furry conventions. I don't
Just
know.
Comic-Con.
But
I've been to one. I've been to one Comic Con.
okay. So when you went to these, when okay, so this is a question for all of us here. If you ever went, well, yeah, for the question to all of us in the commentary, if you ever went to a con, you know, it was very unexpected of what was going to be at the con. You know, were you surprised? Like, were you surprised to see things, or were you kind of just like, I was kind of expecting this to be like that, or were you just like, uh, let's see how far this goes.
Me personally, I was the latter. I was like, let's see how far this goes, and whenever I got there, after a long drive, when I got there, I was not expecting any of it. Like all the fursuits, it was my first convention ever, like that I've ever done. It's my
I
first
wasn't either.
convention. It's like I had not expected any of that. It was a whole bunch of people in their fursuits. There was other things like dealer stands, all that and other, all these activities. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. And I'm going to TFF this year, so I'm
Nice.
expecting a lot there because everybody tells me it's a bigger con than ACFI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I have to do my resume, my
Reservation.
reservation again.
We'll do that later. You can do that later.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
Slime, for you, it'd be your Comic Con that you went to.
Yeah. For me, it was more or less just as you said, just going with emotions, seeing just what would happen. Most of it was understandable, just expected. What I wasn't expecting, because the Comic Con I went to was more a last minute thing that my one of my dad's girlfriends at the time brought me to. They gave me a full makeover. If I for those of you on my side, I'll try to find the photo for you guys to see, but they took me last minute to a costume store and had me completely decked out in, God, was it a laughing Jack themed cosplay. So there, mind you, I'm not on the thin side either. So you can probably imagine on the second day of this Comic Con, walking through the door, this fat motherfucker in all black and white with just white face paint and black messy hair walk his way
Oh,
down
God.
the aisle.
Oh,
You're gonna have to send me that
Again,
later.
I can't guarantee if I can. Yeah, no, if I can find it, I'll show you guys. But I'll bring it up on screen now if I can find it. Dude,
I know. For
the
me, my
amount of
first,
people that had their heads turning just.
for me, it was kind of meh. Like I had some heads turning for me because mine was just a straight mishmash of what I had, and I had for the previous year I had gotten a Halloween costume that was Chewbacca, and this year 2022, the year of Comic Con, the Anthocon, whatever it's called, ACFI. That like the day before, I had went to go get something to look at something at Goodwill, ironically, and they had an Assassin's Creed outfit. It's like, I'll
God.
pick it up, and so I did. I went as a red panda assassin with Chewbacca fur because I had a head that was a red panda, and it was this assassin cloak with the bottoms of Chewbacca. And that was a right mishmash. And on the second, I think the second day, the second day, I had gotten some big fur paws that were that literally the size of my paws here compared to my hands.
Not only one, but two.
Well, paws is in a set, and that was like white and blue.
See,
So that was a proper mishmash, and everybody liked it because it was such a mishmash. And I said, and I popped off saying like, well, that's the point of my character, and not thinking of nothing of it. And people actually enjoyed it, and they were trying to guess which assassin it was, which it was Enzo from Assassin's Creed 3, I think, either 3 or 4, I'm not sure, but it was Enzo.
Enzo. Yeah, no, I
So
know. I
me-
know. Probably my roommate's gonna. What? Yeah.
Awkward silence.
Okay.
Continue. You don't gotta raise your
All
hand.
right, so what, I gotta get a point across. Damn it!
Go ahead.
All right, so for me, I mean, everywhere, everywhere I go, I have to have some kind of class. But I always have some kind of jewelry on. Like you don't ever see me lacking no jewelry at all. As you can tell, you don't ever see me lacking jewelry at all. And when I go to conventions, I show up dressed and impressed, like how I did it at ACFI. I showed up white shirt, blue jean pants, and Nike, all white
Yeah,
Nikes, all white Nikes.
Oh
And
God.
that I can admit
I
to.
had people, yeah, I I had people, you know, kind of like questioning in the background. I could hear them. They were like, is he the rapper? Who is that? Is he the rapper?" Because I was wearing all this jewelry and stuff. Like,
Oh boy.
I'm not a rapper at all. But when I ever go to these cons, I like to dress up nice, to look flashy, and stand out. I like to stand out in a crowd. But I mean, I would like to have a fursuit, but I don't have a fursuit. But at these cons, I was kind of expecting the very minimum. I was expecting the very minimum because this is a public hotel. This is a public hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, you would expect the very minimum, but you don't. But at night, things completely change
Yeah.
at night. They
It's
completely
just
change. So what had changed was that people weren't
basically.
wearing regular clothes anymore. So what I had seen, the first thing I'd seen was like this black, like black guy. He had a leather harness on, a pup hood, and then
Oh,
underwear and whatever else he had on. I was like,
Oh
okay,
God,
I know what
yeah.
you mean now. I know what
Oh
y'all mean
yeah, I
now. I know what
remember
y'all
seeing.
mean by After Dark now.
I think I
So
remember seeing that too. If it wasn't you,
it's it wasn't me. I don't wear pup hoods.
I the pup hood, nah,
But like the
but
thing
everything
is,
else.
I my friend was there. He has a pup hood and everything too. God bless his heart. He's still alive. Don't worry. Um, he, he's he's also a pup as well. He wears the pup hood. He wears it as well. He had other people that are also pups as well walking by. They say hi to him. Just a general hi, and you wave back, but he's really shy about it. He's really shy about it. But he'll wave back. He got like highs here and there, and I've seen like this big huge group just come out of this hallway and then into another spot, and they were all pups. And then I just seen him just peel off and follow them. I
Oh,
was like,
I
okay, well he
missed
found
that.
his crowd. But
I must have missed
yeah,
that then.
he peeled off and went to go. Yeah, no, I pay attention to where he goes. He's like a little child of mine. He's like a little child. I
Yeah,
pay attention where he goes. Yeah, he
it's
thinks
it's
he's
it's
slick, but
weird.
he's
Okay,
not
don't
slick.
worry about
Sometimes
it.
I can even tell. Yeah, it's a not into no basis, but I'm gonna say this: a companion. He's a companion. I'm gonna say that. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, they're all wearing all this freaky stuff. And oh, do you remember the freaking? Do you remember the what's it called?
What?
The toilet paper thing.
Oh
The toilet
yeah, I
paper
remember
thing.
that. What
Yeah.
about it?
See, we were all wrapped up in toilet paper.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
there was an
get
event
this. This
like
was a
there was
panel.
a it was a panel where you could go in and literally get wrapped up in toilet paper and walk around the hotel.
Yeah.
But in the end,
Literally.
the hotel staff told us not to do that because we were leaving toilet paper everywhere. But we were listen, we were responsible and we picked it up. Don't worry.
Oh my God. We were picking it up. They were picking up. I was one of the ones that was wrapped up in toilet paper,
Yeah,
and I was picking it up as I go. Everyone was staring at me like, "What's going on?" Like
it's like
everyone in
what
the hotel room,
everybody
everyone in the lower lobby.
everybody in the after dark. Everyone was just wondering, what is this? What is going on? Why are you wrapped in toilet paper?
Yeah, and they were all just wondering that, and then we just strutting around everywhere, with red toilet paper just everywhere, just dragging on the floor, and just piles of it. But
Yeah.
luckily for our group was picking it up after us, so that way the hotel staff doesn't have to do it, and to
Yeah.
keep them from doing the most.
Keep the peace.
This is our mess. We gotta keep it. Yeah, that's another thing. Keep your messes to yourself. If you make a mess on the damn floor, clean it up your damn self. Don't have the damn janitors of the hotel do it. You know you did it.
Just
You're
don't.
a big ass adult. You're a grown ass man, a grown ass woman. Clean up your mess off the floor.
Yeah.
Don't make the janitors do
Don't be
it.
a Karen.
All
Don't
right.
be a Karen about it.
We're getting a little off
Don't be a
topic.
Karen.
All right. The next question on the agenda is for the next 5 to 10 years or so. Like, let's say the next 5 years. What do you see yourself doing? For me, I hope to be doing what I want. This was a question on my last talk show, but for me, I hope to do something that I want. And this is maybe about a year ago since the last talk show. And I'm doing more in avatars and everything, and I did accomplish some goal from my last video. Oh, it looks like we have another guest star coming in mid recording. But that's okay.
Are they finally showing up?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all right.
is it-
We'll
is-
we'll
is it
adjust.
Axel?
We'll adjust. Yeah, it's Axel.
And the actual
All right.
Hold up. Pause it.
No, it's okay. We'll just we'll do it. We'll do it live. It's fine. Not exactly live, but live and recording. Hey! All right. That beside the point. What do you see yourself doing the next 5 years?
For me, what I see myself doing in 5 years, I mean, possibly getting big on TikTok and making money off of it. Who knows? Getting bigger in the grudge racing side of drag racing. That's what I see myself getting bigger into, because I make a lot more money out of that than I
Yeah.
do in TikToks. I only got 400 something people on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Wait,
But,
I was about to say you're actually making money on TikTok. Well, give me some.
I'm not. Shit, I wish I was
No.
making money on TikTok. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing my job.
D-
Like,
Yeah, I
I
feel
have an
that.
actual job.
yeah.
Yeah. But like, I do see myself either getting big off of TikTok, doing drag racing stuff in a mix of like other furry stuff. Here's another question: Have you ever met a furry that's a drag racer? Like he drag races cars. Like, have you ever met anyone like that?
Honestly, I didn't know you
No.
you did drag racing.
Yes, I do grudge racing with my
I
dad.
mean,
All that stuff.
I had kind of
Do
an
all that.
idea since you knew so much about cars, but other than that, I didn't know. You just knew about
Vintage
cars.
cars is what I look at.
Yeah.
I don't like any of the new cars today. All the vintage cars, I love all the vintage cars because they have more value to it
Dude.
and they look better.
Dude, those old school cars are the best way to go. They weren't too expensive.
I know. They're vintage.
I'm gonna get a little close to the
fair.
camera here for a second and check on our guest. He's not showed up yet. Okay.
No. Fuck.
All right. What do you see yourself
That's more
doing
of a
in
difficult
5
question
years?
for-
Oh, looks like he just
That's
joined.
been more of a difficult question for me because. Oh. Hello?
Let me go out. Hey, there. Before you come on camera, change your
Hey.
avatar. All right. Well, our special guest just showed up. You remember which?
Get in contact with you. Nobody was answering.
Well, we're recording. Go over there and do the top middle. Sorry about this, y'all. All
We have a little guest
Oh,
coming.
right,
for
now
show.
sit here. I'm gonna move over a little
Last
bit.
minute late.
It's okay. So this is as you guys saw from episode 3 of the talk show, this is Axel.
Hey, yo.
So we're kind of halfway into recording. So we got a few questions if you want to catch up on us.
Okay.
This is one of the avatars I've designed. So right now we're on the question of what do you see yourself doing on 5 years, and we're on slime to answer.
Yeah, no. That's a bit more difficult question for me because, for those of you watching on my end, you guys know that I am just reaching my 8th anniversary of the channel. So we're almost been doing this for 10 years now. So 5, fuck. 5, maybe at some point. Hopefully, I manage to get the channel monetized. Because I'm more going down the route of making the channel more hobby based. Because before, you, Rocks, of all people know this, I tried to make this more schedule based and try to get it monetized. Which I'm gonna get this done monetized just real quick, but fuck you, YouTube, with your monetization system.
Yeah,
But
it is pretty
Everybody has
dumb.
ways.
It is really dumm.
dude, it's really bad. Holy crap!
I mean, nowadays it's not so bad.
I will say the Admageddon of 2017 was pretty bad though.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, that was a beatdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In 5 years, yeah, no, I'm hoping to probably grow the channel a bit more. I mean, we're sitting steady at nearly 3K. It's
Hey,
yeah,
my
that'd be pretty
own
good,
channel
maybe
has
even
been
bigger.
growing. My own channel. I didn't see this. This came out of nowhere for me, but I was shot up like in a few weeks. I went from like 50 to 60 subscribers, so now I'm sitting at over 100 subscribers, which is a big deal for me because I didn't think I would ever get past 70.
Hold on, I'm over here sliding. Because my damn headset doesn't want to connect.
Oh no!
Turn this way, let's connect.
Technical issues mid recording.
Yeah.
I think it's our
Dude,
stuff's telling us we've been
technical
doing this
issues
long
everywhere.
enough.
Yeah, no,
Oh, man.
our network. Oh, I
Uh
play
oh.
that you say that. I'm almost smooth again.
Hey, complaining helps
My
sometimes.
headset has a tendency to go blind and not like remember where my tracker or not my trackers my base
Base
stations
stations.
are.
Oh yeah.
So it has a tendency just to go blind
Yeah.
even though
But
it's facing the base station.
those just coming to my channel and know him, he's been around me for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, question comes to you. What do you see yourself doing in 5 years?
Spending a lot more time with you in person.
Yay. That makes me really happy.
Yeah.
All right. The final question. Are y'all about ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Final question.
Okay.
Ask. That's a question for all of us.
Oh, you.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Rock says, "Don't be a fuzzy butt."
I forgot.
Hey, that's the name of the talk show.
I know, but I didn't. I forgot about making a question.
It's okay. Just think of something off the top of your head. There's silence.
I don't know.
The gears are
Alright.
cranking.
All right, I'll ask a
The
question.
cobwebs are getting all clogged.
Yes.
If we should stray into another platform, this is mainly directed towards you guys, but we can answer it as well for each other. If we're to record something like, say, our next video, what do you guys want it to be? and if it's another talk show, we'll schedule a time to do another talk show. But this is more geared towards you guys, the comments, and his comments too on TikTok. But if you guys want to see more of this kind of content, would you want to hear the same place as before, or do you guys want somewhere else?
I
I
feel
feel like
yours
something
good,
would probably be
but
interesting to. Oh,
Y'all both started talking at the same time. You go first, Slime.
I'm good.
God damn it! No. You go first.
I'm the one in. This
I
is
mean,
just
I say that this place is pretty good.
God damn it, Roxas!
in episode 2 of my talk show. We described the room that we're staring at, but for these two, it's going to be episode 1. But we're literally all of us like we were looking at the camera, yes, but just off the camera, we're staring at a golden Kermit statue. Just the whole recording.
Yes.
Just
Hey,
this shiny,
Kirby
thick
Sticky.
son of a bitch.
yeah. And it took, like I said at the beginning of the recording,
my
it
mute
took
for
me
my
a minute to
viewers.
find this world. So, go ahead.
Let's see. I mean, and for my viewers, if you don't know what they're talking about, this is what they were talking about over here. Where is it?
There you
Yeah,
go.
this thing right here. We're talking about this statue right here.
Yeah.
This beautiful Kermit the Frog statue that's we somehow won for best meme.
Yeah.
I mean,
For my viewers, I'm gonna take a picture before I leave to make sure you guys can see it because unfortunately I have half of everything turned off.
Oof. 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 That's
Look,
rough.
I have a shitty computer. I have forget, cameras over here. Look, I have a shitty computer. Shut up.
Hey, I'm dealing with it. The computer I was using last time,
one more thing.
he has it now, so that's what he's on.
Me.
I got one thing to say.
Yeah.
So, for the comments area, it's like everyone in there. If you go into any of the cons, if there's any other furries in there, type the word furry if you're a furry, and let us know if you're going to any of the cons that are going on this year, like TFF or ACFI or Stratosphere or
Yeah.
TFS. All those. Let
Same
us
goes
know.
with my
We
comment
might
section.
most likely be there. Yeah. So
If
yeah,
you're
we
like,
might most likely be there.
say you're going to TFF this year, say in the comments that I'm a furry. I'm going to bash your head against the keyboard, saying I'm going to the fur convention TFF. I want to meet you. No, don't
My
actually.
comment
though.
section, you know what to say. My comment section, you base things to say.
By the way, TFF is in
Yeah,
Texas,
there you go.
not anywhere else. This Texas Furry Fiesta. By the way.
TFF is in Texas, and it's also one month away from now. It is currently
Well,
January 31st.
yeah, a month and a half.
Well, come midnight
close
from now.
enough.
Right now it's 6:30.
Yeah.
Come midnight from now, it'll be 1 month away in March.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what those dates are, it'll be March 16th through the 19th.
Yep.
Make sure you put your off dates in right now at your
Yeah.
job. That way you can be able to make it.
Tickets, by the way, right now tickets are $70. March 1st, they will be $80.
Reservations on the
Sounds-
on the website are taken up. I've tried to get my reservation back. I'm still trying right now because they said I haven't paid. But reservations are taken up. I suggest looking on Expedia. It is expensive, but you will get your room.
Yep.
Brought to you by Expedia. You fly
No.
anywhere and get your hotel anywhere and all kinds of packages.
No. No. No.
No one.
Totally not
There's no
sponsored by
sponsorship yet.
Not sponsored.
We're
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored yet.
I wish.
It's not sponsored. I'm just recommending it. It's a lot easier. Finding hotels.
Yeah.
Actually,
There's also Hopper. That's
actually,
pretty
before we
easy.
end that, oh,
Go ahead.
that's fair. I was about to say that actually gives me a question I want to ask all you guys. If you were to be sponsored by somebody, what's the one company that you really want to be sponsored by?
I wouldn't say G Fuel.
The one I really want to be sponsored by is Adobe, so I could get their substance painter.
Raid Shadows.
Raid Shadow.
Yeah,
No.
I want to be
because I don't
sponsored.
do videos like
I want to be
this.
sponsored by I want to be sponsored by what's that one company? Fucking
What?
Street Outlaws. I want to be sponsored
Oh.
by Street Outlaws.
All right.
All right. What about you?
For me, I think I've even said this in a video once before. Gamer subs.
Oh. I've never heard of that. What is
I remember
that?
being a big fan of the company. And Gamer subs
It's similar.
is basically, this isn't a sponsor bit, so this I'm gonna have to cut out. But Gamer subs is quite literally just a energy drink brand.
Oh, okay.
Clothing, cups, but they mainly do energy drinks that are diabetic friendly, keto friendly. Basically, they're energy drinks for people who sit on their ass all day.
Okay.
He's sponsoring.
They have,
He's sponsoring.
yeah, no,
Oh, I wish.
yeah, sponsor.
You don't have to cut
we
it
have
out.
A few of their cups already because they do a lot of. Look, we're not sponsored, but Gamer Subs, if you're seeing this, please sponsor me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think that about wraps it up. I'll have everybody's links in the description.
Yeah.
Slime, I record him a lot, so you guys know him. His Dapple, I'll get his TikTok whenever he's done with it. And he doesn't have anything. Well,
Yeah.
and I also
Oof.
was going through my analytics. I've found that about 90% of you guys aren't subscribed, so hit the subscribe button.
Nope. There.
And hit the notification bell to get notified.
This one too. This one too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go sub to him.
Yeah.
Go
Yes.
sub.
Both of them, really.
We'll
Go
give you our
subscribe and follow
YouTubes.
Everybody that's on
Yes.
this. On this.
Axel doesn't really have anything.
Yeah.
Axel's just Axel.
Yeah. But he's mine. You can't take him from me. I swear, if one of you tries, I will cut you. Not really.
No, calm down.
Not really.
I think
I'm
somebody- I
joking.
think
It's a joke.
it's right.
I'm just protective. All right. I think that about wraps it up. We'll talk to you all on the next one. Bye. And I gotta cut off my recording.